Hi, and welcome to another episode of Just Fake It podcast. Today we're talking about Oscars. Did Anora really deserve a Best Picture of the Year? Was Demi Moore robbed? And why Brad Pitt set up Angelina Jolie? Let's get into it.
You're listening to Just Fake It Coming to LA podcast.
And today I'm here with Eugeniia Gul.
Yay, so good to be back.
Good to be. I'm so happy that you're back. Again, Nora is traveling the world, so we're just saying hi to her. Hopefully she'll be back. And I'm so glad you joined me today. And
me too.
Just to introduce you again, Eugeniia was in our podcast before, but again, Eugeniia is a journalist, is a red carpet host, and a book author, right?
Yes, that's me.
So I think that is perfect combination, filmmaker, red carpet host,
Yes.
to talk about the Oscars, right?
Yes, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm extremely happy to be back. And I love how we look matchy leather, and we didn't plan
I
it.
love it. Yes,
Yeah,
I love
so
it. I
yeah.
love when that happens.
Yeah, let's see if our opinions on Oscars are alike.
Oh, that's true. But first of all, yesterday, Oscars was yesterday,
Yeah.
the biggest night in Hollywood. Everybody's waiting for it. It's the big award season. How do you feel about Oscars?
Oh, I love Oscars.
Okay.
To me, it's like something to strive for if you are in the industry.
Yes.
It's like, remember studying, like going to school and getting the best possible grades, and then maybe to graduate with the best
Honors or something,
honors.
yeah.
Yes, like it's like wow. So
Okay.
it's the same. It's like very motivational and inspiring.
For me as well. I remember I was even like at my university back when I wasn't studying filmmaking, and I was back in Ukraine, and like I spent whole night watching Oscars, and like next day I would skip my classes because obviously I didn't sleep all night because I loved it so much. It was
Really?
such an important event for me. Yeah.
I'm not obsessed, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not that obsessed. Like, I'm not looking forward to it, etc., etc. But I know that it's like the best possible reward you can get if you are
Yes.
in the film industry. So yeah,
Absolutely.
it's something to strive for. And but I'll be quite honest with you. When you suggested me to do this podcast, I
Yes.
got extremely excited, and I was like you back in the days when you went to school, like Oscars,
Okay.
Oscars, I'm ready.
Okay. Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Oscars is very, very interesting thing. Before we get into a topic, I forgot to mention in the intro, but something interesting happened to me last night. I was sitting on my couch in my jumpsuit, whatever, it was some Chinese food, watching the red carpet. And I received a text message from a friend, sort of. It's like, hey, I have tickets to Oscars and Vanity Fair party. You want to come?
Oh my god.
And I'm like, wait, what? Like, really? What? Like, how much? My first question was like, how much? And she's like, oh, like it's somebody I know texted me that they have like this 4 extra tickets and stuff that you're going to get inside. And it's like $150. And I'm like, that sounds scammy. I don't know. Sounds
Yeah.
weird to me, right? But at the same time, Hollywood is a town of opportunities. You never know. You just have to kind of say yes to everything, right?
But not to everything. Yeah, you
Not
gotta
to
be selective.
everything, but sometimes you just have to. So then I started like digging deeper, right? Because obviously it's an interesting offer. Like get
Yeah.
into the Oscars, get into the party. Well, I live like an hour away from Hollywood. Right. So for me, it was almost impossible to get there on time. And I was like considering I wasn't dressed or like anything. So we started digging. I was like, okay, who is this people who sell tickets? Like, what is happening? She's like, I don't really know. I'm calling him. He told me like, we're going to sit at the table. And then I'm like, there is no tables at the Oscars.
Oh,
I was like, hold on a second. It's a theater. It's not a Golden Globes because Golden Globes
Yes.
has
Yeah,
a
they
table.
do.
So anyway, long story short, I think it was a scam. I didn't go through with it. My friend didn't go through with it as well. So we are not confirmed if it was a scam or not. But it feels like it because it was like 30 minutes before I went. Like, quickly. It's not that expensive. Just like go. But I feel like it's a scam.
It is a scam. It sounds like a scam. But I know
Right.
that there are some people who are selling the actual tickets to the Oscars
Okay.
for $30,000 plus.
Okay. So
Would you go?
That sounds more realistic.
Would you go?
I mean, if I had $30,000 plus, I would consider maybe considering I work in the industry and stuff, but probably not. But what I've heard actually that there is a live line outside and they give you tickets and it's like a lottery system, and then some people can actually get in and fill out the empty spaces like upstairs and stuff. So that's possible to
Like
get
seat
into the
fillers?
Oscars. Yeah, I think so. So maybe next year we'll try to do that. I don't know.
I won't do that. I don't know why.
I would be curious. Like, it's a Hollywood experience.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. But anyway, don't fall for scams, guys, or do, I don't know, and then tell me, please, about it. Maybe it wasn't a scam, and then I'm going to cry. But I think it was a scam. Anora.
Oh,
You ready? Okay, so
ready,
far...
baby. I'm so ready.
So far, Anora got Best Picture, Best Actress, Best Editing, Best... What was that? Original Screenplay, I believe. No, they got 5. I think they got something else. I forgot what else it was. But your opinion on Anora?
Okay, so my opinion on Anora. January, I got invited to the screening of Anora. So before saying yes, I always do my research. So I watched the trailer and it didn't really speak to me. I didn't like the trailer. I was like, no, it doesn't align with my life values. I'm not sure it's not that I'm not sure. I'm sure that I don't want to see it. I'm okay and I'm not going.
Okay.
Then remember we went to this like pre-Oscars party together, and you've told me like, Eugenia, I would love to invite you to my podcast and let's discuss Oscars. And I was like, okay, I feel like I have to watch this movie before seeing you. And all of my friends, like mostly all of them were saying to me like, Eugenia, you got to see this movie. It's so beautiful. It's so wonderful. It's a na. And I was like intrigued. I was like, okay. And plus your podcast. And I was like, yeah, I'm all in and I want to see it. So yesterday I watched the movie.
Okay.
10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I'm like, what is going on? But I didn't turn it off because I promised to myself that I will watch it till the end because I want to truly understand why they won. And I want to understand my friends better. Why do they like this movie? Because I absolutely didn't like it. What did I feel? That it was a complete waste of my precious time. 2 hours of my life. Watching what? A hooker and a spoiled Russian boy who came to the United States just to take drugs, have fun, waste money of his parents, fuck this girl, and what else? Get married in Vegas and then get a divorce? Like, what are we talking about? What is it? What is it about? Like this movie? I didn't get the message. If you would tell me about the life of a sex worker in Brooklyn, yeah. If you want me to understand her more, then Anora herself, why did she become this way? Like, why does she have this job? Why does she need this money? How does she know that a week with her cost $15,000, not $1,500? I truly wanted to understand her, but the screenwriter and director, they didn't think about it. Plus, I didn't have any love or empathy towards her, like nothing, no feelings, and I didn't like it. All I had is like anger, like, why am I watching this? Okay, and afterwards, the only character I fell in love with, I'll be honest with you, this guy, Yura Borisov.
Oh, yeah.
I really liked him.
Okay.
He was like a baddie. He was a gangster, but I had an empathy and sympathy towards this guy. I really like his behavior. I like his attitude towards Anora. And by the end of the movie, I really like the ending. Maybe the ending was the best part of this movie to me. Because I was trying to understand, like, what did they try to say? What did they try to do? Did they want to educate me? Did they want to entertain me? Did they want to inform me about something, transform me, change my life, beliefs or something? Nothing, zero. All I was doing is like digging deeper. Maybe they were wanting to show me that through sex she was showing the love to other people, like to men. Like I didn't get it. Like, why did she want to reward him with sex at the end of the movie? For what? For being nice towards her? Like, there were many maybe hidden gems that you have like to analyze, but I didn't see it. So for me, it's a disaster. It's like, it's so... I'm angry. That's all I feel. And when I posted it on Instagram, I received so much hate from my friends
Yeah, that's
and
interesting.
actually from my close friends. And they were convincing me in their beliefs, like, Eugenia, you have to watch this movie one more time. Or you shouldn't express your opinion so publicly and loudly.
Interesting.
Why not? That's my opinion, that I don't like this movie. And I don't like this. There was no message. There was no message.
It's just your personal opinion that you posted on social
That's
media,
it.
right?
I just posted that I don't like it. This movie is not for me. And I didn't get like the goal. Like, what were you trying to say? Okay. And yeah, I received so much hate. And plus, what else? I received lots of messages from my Armenian friends. And yes, they are proud and they are happy. And I'm truly and honestly happy for them.
Yes.
Sincerely happy for them. But let's be honest, because in this life, I stand for honesty. It wasn't the best movie. Look at the substance. It has so many beautiful messages that are important. Okay, but I feel
agree.
like we will move forward.
Yeah,
with
we'll
the
move to the substance.
Anyways,
yes,
what do
very
you
good.
think about
Okay,
Anora?
so for me, Anora was, my story was a little bit opposite. I was really against this movie in the beginning before I watched it. Because, like, again, it involves some Russian oligarchs and, it's like a little controversies. I just didn't want to watch it. I was like, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not interested, whatever. And obviously it gets, like, it wins Palme d'Or. It wins the Golden Globes. Then, it's nominated for Oscars. I'm like, okay, I probably should watch it, just for the general education and stuff. And I turned this movie on. And first of all, I'm a very visual director, visual person. From the beginning, the visuals caught me. I was like, okay, that's very actually pretty. That's like very nicely made. Like I like it. Like the first opening scene of the shot of all the strippers dancing, and it's all one shot. I loved it. That was beautiful. And then I started watching movie. Of course, there's things that bothered me a little bit, but in general, why this movie was interesting to me and why I think it is a good movie, for me, it felt real. Like, a lot of movies we watch, they're great movies, like James Bond. Everybody's super pretty, driving expensive cars, drinking martinis, This movie was real. There was none of this, pretending kind of be somebody else or pretending to be, they're showing like this rich kid, but he's an idiot. You can see he's an idiot. And I think it was played in a beautiful way that you can see, like, there's no layers to them. There's like, that's who they are. She's a stripper. She's not very deep or smart or, or she has a big ambition. She doesn't. She catches this guy. She's like, oh, this is my opportunity. I should do it. This is my golden ticket, And the story, I think, is just a story of people, right? It doesn't have to be deep or simple. It's just a story. So, like, basically, Sean Baker, he decided to tell a story of this girl, right? And it's not necessarily, like, very, again, as I said, deep or, it has hidden meanings. It's just a story. And that's why I love movies, because you can just tell a story. Like, you can do whatever you want as a filmmaker, as a movie teller. So that's why it compelled with me. Plus, again, everybody's talking about it, that it's a independent, relatively low budget movie, which gives hopes to me as an independent filmmaker who doesn't have any budget, right? So like it shows the proof that if your story is interesting, original, good, you don't have you don't have to have big studios or anything, to support. You just have to do what you love, what you believe in, and just do it.
Actually, that's the only thing that I liked. It was really inspiring.
Yes,
that low budget, and you don't have to have the A-list celebrities to be in your movie. You're just saying what you want to say. But the question is, and my question is like, what were you trying to say? What were they trying to say?
I don't think
a story about two people. Okay, one idiot, spoiled kid, and another girl who is like not smart enough, as you've mentioned. She's just a stripper, but we don't know why. Why she's stripper. I would love to know, why did she choose this profession?
Okay. You want to dig deeper.
I want to dig deeper.
I just think they just throw us in this moment. This is a piece of this life of this girl, and again, you don't really have a backstory.
But
you
we
don't really know
have
what
a
happens.
backstory. Yes,
yeah,
her
you don't know what
parents, her
happens
upbringing,
next.
like
as
why?
Well. It's just like,
and that's what upsets me. I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
No. But it's good. Your opinion is good. It's like, you as an audience, you want to know more, right?
Yes.
for me as an audience, I care more about visuals and acting and kind of the way how it felt real. Like my favorite scene was again the scene when the guys come into their house and they're trying to hold her. He's running away, And I found that scene like very funny because it was so awkward, so weird, but it was like beautiful in this way
Yes.
that it felt real.
Yeah.
That was like the best scene for me. I laughed, I cried, I got upset. I was like, that was great. That touched me.
As far as I know, they improvised a lot. And that's
Yeah.
also what I really like about this movie, that they were free to do whatever feels good to them
Yes.
in the present moment. That's what I liked. And yes, I hear your point about the James
Yeah.
Bond and everything is so polished. But at the same time, let's be honest. We gotta have the standards. When we were talking about the Oscars in the very beginning,
Yes.
remember you asked my opinion, what do I
Yeah.
think about Oscars?
Yes.
So in my opinion, it's something to strive for. And why shall I work it on myself as an actor, or as a director, or as a screenwriter, etc., if I can just do a movie that conveys no story, nothing, no message, it doesn't motivate me so much to grow as a professional.
Okay.
So in my opinion, like Oscar, they set the standard of how it should be
Okay.
and how it shouldn't. And in my opinion, I'm even like shocked that they were nominated, not that they won, that they were
Okay.
nominated. And I don't try here to be a bitch who depreciates someone's work. I admire when people are trying and doing something. Yes, I admire that, no matter what you do. But at the end of the day, what I want from myself and from other people is that they ask themselves honestly,
Yes.
why am I doing this? Why?
Okay.
What am I here to tell other people? Like, do I want to transform, to educate, to empower, to inspire? Like what? What is it? In this movie, honestly, at the end, I was pissed off because I got nothing.
Okay. My opinion, again, the directors and the producers, why they did this, they just wanted to tell a story they cared about. Right? It doesn't have to. But again, actually, the good thing, what I love about movies, when they make you feel something. Even if it's the worst movie you've ever seen, but it made you feel something, like either it's hate or disgust or like that's terrible, I think they succeeded. Because there's movies that don't make you feel anything. For me, this year, it was a Bob Dylan movie, Complete Unknown. It's a good movie, but I just watched it. I was bored and I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel compassion. I didn't feel and I was like, why? Why I'm watching this, why there's this story, what are they trying to tell me about Bob Dylan? Okay, yeah, he came, he was a nobody, then he becomes somebody, then he, good for him. That's it. So that was like probably the disappointment movie for me this year. I don't know. Again, I'm sorry. I don't want to hate on anybody's work, right? But the same way. So every movie touches everybody in a different way, right? Again, I think it's beautiful when the movie makes you feel something. And it doesn't matter
I
what
agree
it
with
is.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
But don't waste my time.
I mean, yes, it's your choice either to watch it or not watch it, right?
Yes,
to keep going.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm glad they made this movie and good for them.
Good
I
for
think.
them. Congratulations. Like honestly, sincerely, yes. Okay, I don't want to go.
All right, let's move on in terms of the Anora was a best picture, but there were a couple movies that did not get nominated that were my personal favorites this year, and they didn't even get any nominations. It was Challengers, and it was Baby Girl.
Oh, Baby Girl.
Baby Girl, we discussed it with you before, right?
I love Baby
Great
Girl. But
movie.
at the same time, lots of my girls, they are saying to me like, oh, Eugenia, what a disgusting movie. I didn't like it. But
Okay.
it doesn't mean that I don't like my girls anymore
Yes,
after that.
okay.
It's like, it's okay. I love the black color. You love red color,
Yes.
etc. Like, it's okay. World is beautiful just because we are all different. And we
That
have
is
just
true.
to embrace it and respect that, not convincing other people with our own beliefs and preferences and likes.
That's true. I mean, it's good to get into discussions. It's good to
It
get
is.
other points of view. Sometimes it can change your point
Yeah.
of view if you hear something really like, oh, okay, I didn't know about that. That might change my opinion,
Yeah,
right?
but only when I am interested in your
Yes.
opinion, or only if I'm asking you to help me to understand something.
Yes.
But when you are violating my boundaries, it's inappropriate in my opinion. Like, no.
Eugenia, it's just because you made this post this morning, right? So it's fresh
It is
feelings.
so fresh, yes.
No, but again, yeah, we shouldn't hate people for what they're saying.
No.
Again, but if we go back to Emilia Perez, she said something and she got a lot of hate for saying something.
Yeah.
Which is, again, free country. You have a right to express yourself, but still be careful not to offend other people. And I'm not saying you offended anybody, just saying that, again, we're living in the social media world where, you know, it's hard. Like,
but at the same time, don't you think that when you're just quiet and not expressing honestly and vulnerably and loudly and honestly of what you think, then there will be no changes in this life, when we will be like everybody else. So if everybody likes Anora, should I like Anora as well, just because I want to please the masses and to be with all of them? Hey, yes, I love Anora and I'm in Anora club. If I am a different kind of girl who is demanding towards myself, my time, my education, what I put in my body or in my head, in my mind.
yeah.
Because the way for me to grow as well as a human being when I watch the movies. Even when I watch a movie, a baby girl that is not so deep or intellectual, but at the same time, we can learn at least something there, you know? And it was a good invested time for me because I went to the theater with my husband and then we like talked and formed new beliefs in our family.
Okay.
So what does it mean?
That you learned
somehow,
something.
yes, it transformed me and helped maybe my marriage somehow.
Okay.
You know, and this movie, Anora, like it didn't change anything in my life, like nothing,
Okay.
just wasted 120
Wasted my
minutes of my time. Yes.
Eugenia is asking for her money back. Did
No,
you pay for a
it's
movie?
okay. No, I love to support. No, for real. Yes, I'm happy for them. And yes, they're proving to us, to you and me, that you can do everything.
Yes.
That's what I like low budget, whatsoever, no A-list celebrities. And the acting was good. She's good.
I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, moving to She's Good. She got a Best Actress nomination over Demi Moore, which everybody was very sure Demi Moore for The Substance is going to get it. Again, Substance was incredible movie, one of my top favorites this year.
Same.
It was weird. It was awkward. Considering I have the fear of needles, I don't know how do you say it. That was the most horrific horror movie for me personally because there was a lot of needles, a lot of injections and stuff. But it was so weird but beautiful. And again, it's on a topic that concerns all women, right? It's like how to
Exactly.
stay beautiful, how to stay, you know, young, pretty, and whatever. So basically, internet is talking about the plot of Substance actually happened at Oscars, where this young actress, Mikey Madison, basically got what Demi Moore was supposed to get, right? What do you think about that?
Injustice.
Injustice.
Yeah, that's my opinion. I admire Demi Moore and I love the movie. Absolutely loved it. You know why? Again, because it has a deep, deep message.
Okay.
And it's you don't even have to think or to go deeper on what they were trying to say. You see it because you have a rational thinking and a critical thinking and you're like, And they are talking about actually what is important in this world, like what we shall and should speak about. It's about this beauty standards and it's all about this like women striving to be young and beautiful, etc., etc. But hey, we have to embrace that that's life and we are all aging and all we have to do is just to age gracefully. I've never done anything like in terms of like plastic surgery or knees because like I love everything about me.
Okay.
I embrace it. You know, some of my girls who are also violating my boundaries, you know, you could use Botox. I'm like, fuck you. First, I didn't ask your opinion. That's first. I didn't ask your opinion. Why are you saying me what shall I do with my face?
Okay.
And second, I embrace it. I embrace it that I'm 31, 32 this year and I'm embracing it and that I'm like real, authentic, alive, you know?
No,
Anyway, so many beautiful messages. And also like Demi Moore, Demi Moore, we're talking about Demi Moore. And look at her. I'm sorry, I know you're trying to, but look at her. She's such a role model for all of us women that you can look beautiful at any age. She's aging gracefully and beautifully. Look at her body. You can tell that she's working on herself so freaking much.
Yes.
So she is inspiring. She is a role model.
I agree. Considering it's also her first wins, so she got the
Golden
Golden
Globe.
Globe, and it was
Yes.
her first Golden Globe for all the years she
Now I have the
worked in the
goosebumps.
industry. Yes. So
Yes.
I think she was really hoping
Yeah.
for that Oscars, and I think people did lip read, sorry, for when Anora, Mikey Madison got an Oscars, and I think Demi Moore said, "Great." That's what she said. So she was pretty upset. Her fans are pretty upset. Again, competition was tough.
It was.
I think it was. But I agree that Demi Moore probably deserved it. Plus, again, if we're talking about acting, right? You as an actress as well. Acting gets to different levels, I think, as a director. So like there is acting where you just act somebody else, right? And there is acting where you have to completely transform and play something out of this world, like that, like, you know, when she had to play that star, you know, that face star on the ground. Like I think that's acting next level.
Exactly. I have the goosebumps. That's
Yes.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
She put the effort. Try to be the psycho. Try
you
to
know, like put all
try
this
to
tons
do
of
that.
makeup and act
Exactly.
and do expressions. I agree. This deserves much more than
Recognition. Exactly.
yes. Like the
And
same
praise
way.
and something to strive for.
Yes, the same way I felt last year about the best actor. It was Cillian Murphy for the Oppenheimer, and Oppenheimer was a good movie. Everything, he got best actor, and
Yeah.
I'm like, what did he do? Literally, the whole movie, he had the straight face, and he was just, you know. Doing like, what did he act like? I'm sorry, you know, because there's like, then there's great acting, like, you know, let's say DiCaprio when he got the Oscars for Revenant, he had to swim through cold water. He had to like sleep in that dead, I don't know, body of a horse. Like you have to go through so many things. You're so dedicated to the movie, to the
Exactly.
role. I think that deserves, you know, much more appreciation than just acting. Again, maybe we should separate just acting and the exceptional acting categories or something,
Yeah,
you know.
you're right.
But I agree on this one with you that Demi Moore probably deserved it more.
Yeah. And
Yes.
also it's she's like a role model for the aspiring actresses and actors. And isn't it what we live for? Like to lead if you are such a big figure like a Demi Moore,
Yes.
or like what is going on in this world right now? That's very disappointing to me, and it upsets me and it touches me on the deeper level. If we have, oh my God, I'm sorry, God, for saying that. I'm sorry, people who will not disagree with me, but if we have Demi Moore and this actress from Anora, I don't want to be that actress as Anora when I grow up. I
Okay.
want to be like Demi Moore.
Okay.
But the world shows something different, and that upsets me a lot.
Okay. Which is about okay. I think my personal opinion, again, obviously I'm as a filmmaker, I dream about the Oscars, right? One day being at Oscars, being nominated. Winning an Oscar, yes, it is great, but my biggest goal is to actually make it through all this way until getting nominated, which means you made a great movie, you wrote a script, you worked on it for like a couple years, you did all these amazing things. This is what is your award, rather than just getting a statuette, you know, just getting to that point. So I think the awards itself is great, you know, but we all know, like, even at school, even like in the smaller things, sometimes it's not fair, or you think it's not fair when, you know, you didn't get a medal for best dance, you know, or something. But just believing in yourself and making all this way towards there, and again being recognized as the level of the movie that gets into Oscar, I think that's more than enough. So again, being lucky, I'm very happy for Mikey Madison. Again, first role, first nomination. Not first role, she was in a Tarantino's movie before, but basically pretty much first lead role, getting it. Maybe she's lucky. Maybe,
Do you
know.
believe in luck?
Huh?
Do you believe in luck?
Oh, okay. I actually had a big conversation with my husband about luck and stuff. I would say I believe in luck. I believe if it's in your mindset, then yes. If you set yourself that you're lucky, you're gonna be lucky, but not because. Okay, that's a whole separate topic. Yes.
Okay.
But yes, I believe in luck, and I believe that people can set themselves up for luck. Anyway, all right. Another topic that was controversial. There's, again, as I mentioned, there's a lot of movies that didn't get into Oscars. There's two of good movies. My favorite movies this year was Challengers and Baby Girl. Another movie that didn't get into Oscars was Maria, starring Angelina Jolie. I believe she also directed it. She put so much effort into it, did not get even nominated. And according to media, she is very upset. She disagrees with everybody. And there is a conspiracy theory that she believes that Brad Pitt set it up. He turned whole Hollywood against her, after their nasty divorce. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I don't believe in it, to be honest with you. Again, as I mentioned, I'm extremely demanding, so I was trying to watch Maria. 15 minutes and I'm out.
Okay.
No, I couldn't do it. I didn't like it. I didn't like how she was doing her accent. I didn't like anything. Maybe I liked that they were trying to tell a story. Yes, that's exactly what I like. I like when the movies educate me. And I loved the visuals.
Okay.
But I didn't believe her. I didn't believe Angelina Jolie, that she is that character, that she is that person.
Sometimes that happens to A-list celebrities when, you have to act somebody, but we just see this A-list celebrity trying to act somebody else. And that I believe that what happened to Jolie, and everybody just sees Jolie, not who she's trying to play. I didn't see the movie personally. I don't know, just didn't get to it. But again, just take it as a pro. If you didn't get nominated, just take it. Yes, just say, okay, fine. You guys didn't recognize my work. Somebody else did. I think my work is great. That's it. But blaming your ex-husband for saying, yes, I would blame probably, my ex-husband too, is everything bad that happens to me. I don't have an ex-husband. Hopefully I won't. But just, I think it's unfair just trying to blame people, even if it might be I'm pretty sure Brad Pitt went and talked to his closest friend, let's say Clooney, and my God, this divorce, this girl, she's driving me crazy. She's crazy, right? They probably talked about it. Probably some celebrities agreed with him. Probably some didn't. But I don't think it's a much bigger level of, conspiracy.
Yeah, and blaming someone, you are actually saying that you are a victim and you are avoiding the responsibility, and you are saying that it was in somebody else's hands. So it means that Brad Pitt is more powerful than I am, and because of him I didn't even get nominated. So that's how it sounds to me. Victim mentality, victim possession. I don't like it. Just accept the fact that maybe a movie wasn't that good as you expected.
Or is it just there were other better movies, right?
That's it. And that's fine. That's fine. That's life. It's okay.
That's true. The only thing, I just really feel bad for Challengers because I really like that movie. I really like the soundtrack. It was a great movie. It was amazing. Anyway, that's pretty much it. There were a couple great jokes at the Oscars that I liked. I don't know if did you watch the whole ceremony?
I didn't.
Yeah, no, I watched it, and my favorite joke was actually about the Baby Girl movie. And it was the joke was we're sad that Baby Girl didn't get nominated, and as Antonio Banderas said, it was the most challenging role in his life, playing a husband who couldn't make his wife orgasm. I thought it was a great joke. I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was funny because obviously Banderas is very macho.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know. This Oscars was interesting. There wasn't really anything big. Nobody slapped each other. Nobody.
But you know what I didn't like?
What?
I forgot his name, but this guy who played in the Pianist several years ago.
Oh, Adam Brody?
Yes, he tossed the gum at his girlfriend. It was so bad.
And she started running and she didn't
like,
catch it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
I actually
like
paid attention to that too. I
didn't like it at all. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Can you just hold your gum and put it into the paper? Why are you tossing it? Especially at your woman. It's so bad. I didn't really like it. It was in my eyes, it was
Yes, I
crush.
paid
That's
attention
a-
to it too. Yeah.
But I
Actually,
admire him, by the way. He is my role model, and I
Yes.
love his acting, and I love him. Like, he is
Okay.
a great role model, yes, to look after.
That's
yeah,
nice. Now
he's
again,
amazing.
in their defense, they probably were super excited, super nervous. Like, just gum, you don't know what to do with it. I would probably be confused as well. I don't know,
Yes.
but yeah, it wasn't actually a really nice moment. I agree.
Yes, and also my favorite moment was, oh my God, I'm so good with the names.
It's okay.
I forgot his
too.
name, but you'll understand who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
About the pregnancy and about his wife, that he want the first kid.
Oh, okay. It's the McCulkin, the other McCulkin brother.
I loved it so
That
much.
was
It
so
was so
funny.
beautiful. It was funny.
Yes.
It was so inspiring. It was so beautiful. It was so kind, because I'm sitting on the other side of this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here and I'm listening to it, and it inspires me, and it evokes so many good feelings inside.
That's true.
And it's all about like family and family values, and it's something like, oh, pure and beautiful. That's what I liked. It was my favorite speech, and funny and flirty and like, oh,
Yes,
beautiful.
and honest and truthful. Yeah,
So
I love it.
beautiful.
Good speeches, they're the best.
Yeah.
They're inspiring. And I don't know why this year I paid attention to it. Maybe it is happening every year, but everybody was thanking their wives. I don't know. I
Ooh.
wanted to count it like, thank you to the academy, to my wife, and everybody was like, my wife, my wife, my wife. And I was like, all these wives behind the movie industry, those women,
They deserve Oscar.
they deserve Oscars. No, seriously. They have to put up with all these crazy creatives that they're
Yeah.
probably gone from home like for many, many hours, days, years sometimes. And, they're all thanking their wives. And I was like, oh, those women. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I just
exactly.
paid attention to it for some reason during this award ceremony. Again, speaking as Ukrainians, there was a couple times they brought up Ukraine in the jokes and not in the jokes. Again, they were doing tributes. The actress from Kill Bill said Slava Ukraini, that I really liked. Again, personally, there were some people who were symbols. There were jokes actually during the Anora, the host, he made a joke that, oh, finally some American stood up to a powerful Russian, referring to obviously, but it felt nice. Again, support. It feels always nice when people support, especially, such a big people, such important people, what they care, again, showing that they're humans, they care about others, they care about what's happening in the world. Again, as I said earlier, I like separating politics from art, but human support is important. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, it's a beautiful message. I agree with you. Yes.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that was nice. That was nice ceremony. I enjoyed talking with you about it. I don't know if you have anything else to add about this year's Oscars.
No, that's it. Only Anora like annoys. Anora annoys. Anora annoys. Like how it sounds. Anora annoys me a little bit, but that's fine. I can live with that. I loved like my favorite dress was like Ariana Grande's
Ooh.
dress. It was so beautiful.
little jellyfish.
So
I
like
called it
dreamy and a romantic, feminine. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Yeah, so I'm happy that there were no drama.
Yes.
I am happy for all the winners. And yeah, it's life. Injustice.
Who was your personal favorite? Who were you rooting for? Best Picture.
What about the Dune 2?
You want to talk about Dune too?
My God, such a
Okay.
beautiful movie. I went to the screening and it was exceptional. Like, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful movie. I liked everything. The visuals, the acting, messages, like everything.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't like
beautiful.
Dune.
No? Oh God, I loved it. I loved every second of it. It was like a good invested time.
All
And
right.
plus, when you go to the screen, imagine you have to do your hair, makeup, dress up.
Yeah. Well, if it's an event, yes.
Yes, at the
of
whole like
course.
other level, and it was a good invested time. Love it, love it, love it. So yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of the Dune 2,
They got best sound effects or best sound, and something else. I don't believe so. They got something else, but again, they didn't get recognized that much. I personally just not really into sci-fi or like all this kind of movies. So for me, it was boring as hell. I was just like, they're just.
yeah.
But again, personal opinion. But cinematography is beautiful. it was beautiful. Actually, I got upset for cinematography because again, they were making jokes about like the cinematographer of Dune had to figure out how to film somebody riding a sandworm, right? You know. It was pretty challenging, I believe. And like, again, the probably environment they had to film it all in. I admire that probably was hard as hell shooting in the, desert and things. So I think it definitely deserved more recognition, but not my personal favorite this year.
Because imagine how much work it took to create this movie.
Yes. And Chalamet was, in 2 movies, in 2 Oscar movies this year. So it's a good year for him. He wore this beautiful yellow suit. I enjoyed. I don't know if you want to talk about the couple of Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner. And
Not my job. Not my power couple, that's for sure.
Yes. I don't
it's
think...
not that I'm so conservative, no, because I'm like trying to think from the side, like how do I look now? Like I'm self-aware at the moment.
Okay.
And it feels like I'm so conservative, but actually no, I just stand for honesty and justice, and I love when people deserve like my attention or my admiration or my love. And in this case, like it's like I'm not sure that it's well deserved,
Yes.
some of the things. So yeah.
Anyways, I agree, it's a weird couple. Again, actually this Oscars there was a lot of power couples that actually inspiring, like directors and producers, right? Like I
Yes,
directed it with
exactly.
my wife, we wrote it together with my wife, and it's very
That's what
inspiring.
I like. Yes.
I like it as well. I want my family to be a power couple as well. I wish that your family is a power couple.
Yes.
And we're gonna make beautiful things together, and we see each other at the Oscars.
Yes. Next
Maybe,
year.
Maybe a year or two.
Year or two. Okay.
Yes, I'm working on scripts.
Yes, working on scripts and working on ourselves and knowing exactly what we are trying to say, or not trying, what we want to say.
Yes.
I feel like every movie, every story, yes, it deserves the attention, recognition, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself on what you are trying to say to people, and what are you trying to do on this planet Earth? Because all of us are given this certain amount of time, and the matter of fact is what we do with that. So in my personal opinion, we have to know our why. Every single day, like when we wake up and we're creating our art, we have to ask ourselves, who is it for? And what am I trying, or what is it what I want to do? Yes. So that's my personal opinion. That is why I got very upset about Anora. But again, happy for them, honestly, sincerely, like with this budget and Armenians, like, wow, guys.
This budget and Armenians.
No, like really, I'm happy. Yeah, if we got the champagne here, I would drink for them. Like I'm sincerely happy. But again, as I've said, like Demi Moore, yes, I want to be like her when I grow up.
Yes.
And I love when such people lead.
Yes, more definitely deserves more recognition. Demi Moore, we give our personal Oscar to you. Yes. All right, guys, it was Just Fake It podcast from the heart of Los Angeles. We're a couple, I don't know, not blocks away, but we're pretty close to Hollywood, where everything happened yesterday. And hopefully next year we're going to be even closer, maybe right there on the red carpet.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for watching, and let us know your opinion on, everything we discussed. Did Anora deserve a Best Picture? Did Demi Moore deserve a Best Actress? Was Angelina Jolie set up? And everything else.